On comparing fractions. So we're going to show a few different ways to compare fractions. So there's our Common Core strand, and our essential question is, what strategies can we use to compare fractions? All right, and we're going to go over three of them here. So here's one. So Ryan and Brianna are eating the same size small pizzas. One plate has 5/6 of Ryan's pepperoni pizza. Another plate has 3/4 of Brianna's Hawaiian pizza. Whose plate has more pizza? Okay, well, so let's circle the numbers that we need to compare. Well, we need to compare those two fractions, 5/6 and 3/4. How many pieces make up each whole pizza? Okay, so here it says Ryan has 5/6 of his pepperoni pizza left on the plate. So there's 6 pieces on Ryan's pepperoni pizza. So how many pieces are there? And then there's going to be 4 pieces on Brianna's one. So the denominator tells us how many pieces there are in the whole pizza. So Ryan's pizza had 6 pieces, and Brianna's has 4 pieces. Okay. So here we're going to compare 5/6 and 3/4. Because remember, let me go backwards a little bit right here. It says on Ryan's plate there's 5/6 of his pizza left, and on Brianna's plate there's 3/4 of her pizza left. And so the question is, whose plate has more pizza? All right, so we're going to compare 5/6 and 3/4. So this is called the missing piece strategy. So what we can do is we can compare fractions by comparing the pieces missing from the whole. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to shade, since Ryan has 5/6 of his pizza left, we're going to shade 5 of these 6 ones here. And since Brianna has 3/4 of hers left, and we're going to shade 3 of these 4th size pieces here. Okay, and then it'll represent, and then each fraction represents a whole that is the one that's missing right there. Okay, so here's the missing piece in Ryan's size, and here's the missing piece in Brianna's size. And so what we're going to do is compare those sizes here. Now, since 1/6 right here, can you see that 1/6 is smaller than 1/4 right here? Okay, so since 1/6 is smaller than 1/4, so it's less than 1/4 right there. A smaller piece is missing from whose pizza? It's missing from Ryan's pizza right there. Okay, so since the question's asking whose plate has more pizza left on it right there. So if the smaller piece is missing from Ryan's pizza, then that means Ryan's going to have bigger pieces left, or not bigger pieces. He's going to have more of his pizza left because she has a bigger amount missing on hers. He has a smaller amount missing on hers. So whose plate has more pizza left? Well, Ryan's plate has more pizza left. Okay, so what we did is we shaded 5 of the 6 for Ryan's pizza. We shaded 3 of the 4s for Brianna's pizza, and then we compared the missing piece that was eaten up already. And so Ryan had a smaller piece missing than Brianna, so that meant Ryan had more pizza left on his plate. Okay, so there's one way, you guys. So how knowing that sorry, tongue twister, explain how knowing that 1/4 is less than 1/3 helps us compare 3/4 and 2/3. Okay, so we can do the missing piece thing again right here. So if we know that 1/4 is less than 1/3, can you see 1/4 right here is less than 1/3? Here, one of these is not shaded out of the 3. Here, one of these, this is not shaded out of the 4. Okay, this 1/4 is less than 1/3. Okay, and since 1/4 is less than 1/3, then the smaller piece from the whole is taken away. So if this smaller piece is taken away, that means there's more left over on this, they call it a fraction circle right here, than this one right here. So if you take the smaller piece away, it leaves the larger piece of the whole left over. So above right here, this 3/4 is bigger than this 2/3. Okay, see how 2 of the 3 are shaded right here? So this is 2/3, and here 3 of the 4 are shaded. This is 3/4. There's more shaded here than over here right here. Okay, so since we know that 1/4, this piece right here is less than this piece right here, then the remaining part's going to be bigger. Okay, does that make sense? All right, Jamin has 2/3 of his homework completed. Sammy has 1/3 of her homework completed. Who has more of their homework completed? Okay, so we're going to compare 2/3 and 1/3 this time. Okay, here's another strategy. When you have the same denominator, like right here, they're in terms of thirds. When the denominators are the same, we can compare only the number of pieces, or the numerators. So we just got to focus on the numerators right here. So which number is bigger, the 2 or the 1? Well, obviously the 2 is bigger. So that means 2/3 is bigger than 1/3 right there. Okay, let's answer the question right there. So who has completed more homework? Well, Jama. Jama has completed more homework right there. Okay, so 2/3 is bigger than 1/3. Let's try this. Mrs. Villegas is making a fruit smoothie with 3/4 pound of blueberries and 3/8 pound of bananas. Which weighs less, the blueberries or the bananas? Okay, so here we're going to compare 3/4 and 3/8. All right, now check it out. The last one, the denominators were the same. This time the numerators are the same. Okay, so when the numerators are the same, we look at the denominators to compare the size of the pieces. The bigger the denominators, the smaller the sizes. Remember that 1/6 and the 1/4 with the pizzas? Okay, so if whoever has the bigger denominator is going to be smaller right here. So this is the bigger denominator, so definitely 3/8 is going to be less than 3/4 right there. Okay, so let's answer the question right here. So which weighs less, you guys? Well, the bananas are going to weigh less because they were the ones that have 3/8 of a pound. All right, you guys, and if you would, can you click like and or subscribe? That would please me. Take care, you guys.